Welcome to Pathways to Success at PGCC. And now here's your host, Professor G.
Greetings, everybody. What's happening? I'm Professor G. Mark Gray. Welcome to this edition of Pathways to Success at Prince George's Community College, where you have the freedom to learn as you strive for your best life. And sustainable energy is one of the big themes moving forward to save the environment, among other things. And it is becoming a pretty lucrative industry. And at Prince George's Community College, you have an opportunity to definitely understand and learn about the prospects for energy in the future. And in this edition of the podcast entitled The Plug, we are pleased, honored, and privileged to bring a couple of gentlemen who are on the cutting edge right now of making sure that students learn that. John Deadwyler is, of course, a professor here on campus, but Adjunct Professor Maury Calhoun joins us as well from the automotive side. So let's just paint a broad picture for everybody. When you start talking about sustainable energy, how important is that to the environment, number one, but how lucrative is it a career path right now, Mr. Deadwyler?
Sure. Good morning, and Professor Gray, thank you for once again for having us. I'm very pleased to be the program director for Prince George Community College's Sustainable Energy Workforce Development Program, and I would have to state that program would not be in existence if it were not for the partnership that we have with Prince George's County's Department of Environment and Sustainable Energy. And so with that, you're absolutely correct. The college, the county recognizes the sustainable renewable energy infrastructure sectors as one of the fastest growing industry sectors within our region. And our job is to prepare a talent pipeline for Prince George's County residents who are interested in careers in these industry sectors. And that would also include business owners who would like to earn certain credentials to enhance their certifications as they bid on projects that may have some type of sustainable mandate on those particular development projects. So we're very, very excited that this program has been in existence with the college since 2019. And the courses that we offer currently are the Maryland Home Improvement Commission Prep. We also offer Introduction to Solar Weatherization. And then we're very, very excited that we also have a program supporting the EV industry, our ASC L3 Hybrid Electric Certification Prep as well.
Maury, let's bring you in to talk for a second. We talk about sustainable energy, and it's really making its presence felt with automobiles, SUVs, and things of that ilk. Can you talk about the importance of learning, I guess, the back end information, which is what you would be doing, certainly as an automotive industry person, because you're always going to need a car. Cars are always going to need to be fixed. So there's also technology to keep up with it. So how does this program help students understand that?
Thank you, Professor G. Yes, the program helps the students, how can I say, get a foothold on the automotive industry, as well as with learning how to fix the electrical side of it. It gives them a great opportunity, as you touched before, and a salary that tops out at tripled at 6 digits plus, being able to have that knowledge and go into the industry this way. Our program that we produce to them, it allows them to get a certificate in the L3, which is fractured by ASC, Automotive Service Excellence, and it gives them the knowledge and background of how to work in this industry, how to diagnose, and it really gives them a great foothold in how to place themselves and be a great additive to our society.
Yeah, it's almost like you're the medical school for cars, right?
Yeah.
So what kind of student are you looking for, Maury? What kind of bells must be going off inside of the head of somebody to let you know that that's the type of student that can be a successful person in this career?
what I'm looking for is the drive, first of all. They got to have that drive behind them, because when you're learning what we're putting out there in this program, you're more of a tactile learner, but you also have to have that diagnostic side of it as well. I'm looking for someone who's looking for new heights, being able to improve upon themselves. This program is geared to this test taking, which allows them that if they're already in the field, it gives them a leg up. It gives them a better hiring opportunity. It gives them a shining light on their resume as other manufacturers across the board look at them. And it puts them in a place where they can kind of demand this kind of salary that they want. Mm-hmm. Those type of students I'm looking for each and every time I open those doors for that classroom.
And Professor G, if I can add to that very quickly, to Maury's point, we doing the sustainable energy under the ASC course, we have aligned ourselves with several of the automotive dealerships within the region to help transition the traditional service technician to become hybrid certified. And that's been a phenomenal success story for us. And I would be remiss if we did not mention our relationship / partnership with the Pohanka family. They have been a tremendous partner, and they're looking to support us in this expanding our EV automotive footprint. So I wanted to at least plug that if I could.
Well, it's only fitting that Maury says that you need drive to make cars.
There you go.
It's a fitting conclusion to the pathway, and I'll forgive you for a bad pun, but that is indeed what I do. Let me get you guys' perspective, because both of y'all have been successful in your professional careers before coming onto campus and pretty much dropping knowledge on students. Tell us why you chose to get into education. I mean, was it a calling, or did you stumble into it?
I'll jump out there and just state it was a combination of both. Being blessed to have a career in the advertising world and business development. An opportunity presented itself. I was slightly unsure, but once I landed at the college, I quickly learned that it was a great platform for me to utilize all of my skill sets that I've been able to cultivate, with community development, business, and as well as just human impact. Being able to directly impact humans every day by way of the programming has been an absolute blessing. And so it was a combination of both. Stumbled and or somewhat directed, and definitely I'll let Instructor Calhoun respond.
For me, I kind of stumbled into education. With my background, 30 years in automotive industry, working at dealerships. I've had some stint working in the private sector as far as mom and pop shops, as we'll just label them that. But worked my way up around the dealership, service technician, being certified master technician, working in the front office as far as managing out at a couple of dealerships that I had a great opportunity where I ran into John over at the Land Rover in Alexandria. And that opened the doors to different things. I ended up here after 30 years, and working in the shop, you kind of bring all of that into the classroom. Not only do we teach the kids how to work on these, I should say students, but we also let them know the background of it. When you get into working on cars, you not only just learn how to fix them, how to diagnose them, but you also learn how to deal with the customers, how to deal with the sales side of it. All of that, those skills, they can leave the classroom and take to the dealership. So if they find out later on that, turning wrenches is not for them, they can end up being a great salesperson or even a store manager.
Interesting you bring that up, because that brings in a whole new set of skills these days, such as interpersonal communication, because there's nothing more delicate, say, for buying your house than the relationship that you have with the salesperson that you're trying to get your car. But to you all's point, though, John, you were talking about how you were able to develop a partnership with Pohanka, right? Talk about the networking opportunities that are available in this industry for people who aspire to get into it right now.
No. That's thank you for that question, and the very essence of networking happens to be for all Prince George's County residents. When you take this course, the beauty of it is that as Instructor Calhoun, who is an industry professional, most of our, if not all of our courses are taught by business owners within the field. So immediately when Prince George's County residents decide to take any or one of those particular courses are named, they're immediately engaging with an industry professional that they can gain real world knowledge, begin to network for employment opportunities. And then secondly, we constantly keep employers within the industry engaged with students through industry presentations at class. We create field trips to different sites, based on availability and access. So it is a phenomenal environment for networking and advancing your career for those who are interested in renewable infrastructure, sustainable sectors.
What about you, Maury? You kind of spoke to it. You know what it's like to sort of network and you make your way up the ladder, so to speak. How do you get that message across with the students you interact with?
The way I get that message across to the students in our classroom is I kind of show them. We've had the great opportunity to be able to house this current class inside of Pohanka, right around the corner. And we take the students out in the actual shops and they do a day with the technician. They meet the owner. They meet the service director. So when they're done with the class, they can kind of network with the people that are in the shop and actually have a job opportunity after they've received their certificate. So it's great. Networking is a vital portional part of this education piece.
And to punctuate Maury's point, our current ASC L3 class right now, based on the relationship with the Pohanka family, we're currently deploying that class at the Pohanka dealership. We've been very innovative together, and so students are literally taking that course at the dealership. And so you can't pay for that level of closeness to the industry than the example that I just shared.
So it's real world experience.
Real world experience.
To gain academic credit, right?
Absolutely, taking place right on site.
And you can the best teaching laboratory is a professional environment.
Correct.
For those who are looking for. So I'm gonna let each of you have a shot at this one before we get out of here, because this pathway isn't for everybody. Even though you may have you may want to tinker with cars and things like that. So in your opinion, what is the profile of the automotive student coming to PGCC?
So, Maury, if I could jump in and give an overall, and then you can speak to the industry. Professor Gray, for any Prince George's County resident, you're absolutely correct. This is a very niche industry or market. And so we are trying our best to appeal to industry professionals in the trades, individuals who may have environmental backgrounds, or those who just really, really desire a career change in this space. That is the profile that we're looking for to create these entree or exposure into the industry. And again, what we see now, the trend is within the construction and development industry aligns very, very, very well with our trades, HVAC, electrical. All of these are feeders into solar and weatherization and other credentials that are needed in the infrastructure sectors. So that is the profile of student that we're looking for. And I'll defer to Instructor Calhoun regarding the automotive industry.
Yes, as far as I'll start with what John said. The desire we need someone with that desire, and as long as the desire is there, we can teach upon that foundation. We pull people in the automotive industry. Of course, what we're looking for is that desire, but also the ability to understand the electrical side, the inner workings of mechanics. And if they don't, as long as that desire is, I can build on that foundation and get them where they need to be. The easiest thing is once they understand the foundation of what we're teaching, we can build upon that. And having that real world life experience, being at a dealership, it's like butter.
Well, You know, if you're interested in a career in sustainable energy or in the automotive industry, PGCC gives you the freedom to learn here, so you might as well take advantage of it from gentlemen like John Deadwyler, the program director for the Sustainable Energy Program, easy for me to say, and of course, Adjunct Professor Maury Calhoun. Thank you much for joining us here. I'm Professor G. Mark Gray, reminding you that your pathway to success begins here at PGCC.
Thank you for watching Pathways to Success at PGCC. For more information about pathways at the college, visit our website at www.pgcc.edu.